The third theme is a simple reminder that the motivating factor for entering into the kingdom of heaven is the quest for joy. Joy in our life. Celebration is so much better than guilt or fear as a motivator. The reason you want to be a part of the kingdom of heaven is that you can join the party. It's not because you'll feel bad if you don't, or you'll feel as though you're falling short of God's expectation of you. Those who don't come to the feast weren't punished. They just lost out on a great opportunity for celebration in their lives. And perhaps the most powerful theme in this parable is the king's decision to fill these empty chairs at the feast with all sorts of people that they just find on the streets, instead of the ruling elite, who would be the natural people to come to attend the wedding celebration for a prince. The servants go out and they just bring in everybody off the street. The text actually says the good and the bad. I'll add in the ugly and the beautiful. What's surprising maybe for some is that the kingdom of heaven isn't populated only by the spiritual elite. The great feast is composed of many different kinds of people from different backgrounds, different educational levels, spiritual levels. Part of the internal mechanism of understanding the kingdom of heaven is understanding how you and I come to terms with a wide variety of internal images of who we are. To oversimplify, do you know your good self, your bad self, your ugly self, your beautiful self? All those characters who are a part of you. That's one reason I love my life of dreams. In dreams, I find so many different extremes of personality, of characters emerging, and I know they're all me, and they help me to understand the complexity of my own soul, of the complexity of my own inner life. It's a voyage of inner exploration that gives us a much fuller understanding not only of ourselves, but of the people that we meet in the world around us. A particular interest, of course, are those people that we don't understand. The people, I've said before, the people who you find it most difficult to understand are the people who probably have the most clues for you in your own self-understanding. So think about who's a problem for you, people who are close to you maybe. For a lot of us, we're certainly encouraged in our culture to think about people that we don't like and don't understand, murderers, terrorists, thieves, and all of that. What would it take for you to understand yourself as a murderer? What would it take to understand yourself as a thief or a terrorist? To begin to explore some of those inner dimensions of ourselves is so powerful. You know, when you meet those kind of people in the outer world, the great shock is, I remember the first time I had the chance to meet somebody who was a multiple murderer. And he was the most delightful human being, really a nice fellow. Some of the most criminal people I've ever had contact with have been delightful human beings in my encounter with them. We tend to divide the world into good and bad, good people and bad people, and the truth is they're all a part of who we are. They're all people who can help us deepen and discover the complexity of our own self-understanding. So, the kingdom of heaven invites us to deepen our lives, to put ourselves firmly in the shoes of those in the world who are radically different from us. And when we've explored the difference, we can build community, an internal community and an external community of all those whom God is calling to the feast. And the feast can become a true celebration of who we are. Now, there's one troubling part of the story I haven't talked about yet. Remember this, the king arrives at the banquet, greets his guest, and notices that one of them isn't wearing a wedding garment. Did you notice that part? Did you say to yourself, that's a bit weird? When asked why, he was speechless, so the host has him forcefully evicted and thrown into the outer darkness, it says. We're not told any details. Some commentators believe that special wedding garments were actually provided at the door. So when you arrived for this party, you would be given something to wear. Rather like, I would guess, when we have Epiphany Sunday and African Ministry always wears the Ashobi, everybody's wearing the same kind of outfit. It's the same kind of idea. Everybody's given an outfit to wear. And apparently this person refused to wear the outfit that they were given. Wanted to resist the spirit of the celebration, I guess. But I'm not really sure about how we can best interpret this part of the text. So, what I want to say out of this story today is please make sure that you're ready to respond to the invitation. It's God's invitation, but it's also your own inner invitation to the great banquet of life. Be ready to make some new internal friends, some people you don't particularly like or understand, and amazingly, they can become your friends. And remember above all that the invitation to the Kingdom of Heaven banquet, to the Kingdom of Heaven feast, is an invitation to profound joy and celebration and delight in life. You're going to have a great, great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be a blast. So accept the invitation, sit back, and enjoy the ride. Amen.